Okay, how to save money as a teenager who is a student and a content creator. First one out of 10 to how to save money as a teenager who's a student is to not buy food in your town or village and just make your own fresh cooked food. Not only will that save money, but that will also be beneficial for you and your health. And I find when I actually make my food, because I go to college, so when I make my food as a student, I'm saving a lot more money than actually buying the junk that's actually in the college or in the town. So trust me, don't do that because it's so trash. It will not benefit you in the long run. Number 2, think of will whatever you're buying be beneficial in the long run, or is it just going to benefit me right now in this moment? Because if it's going to benefit you right now, it's probably not worth buying. If it's going to benefit you for your business, then it's better, and it's better for your longevity to buy whatever that is. So for instance, for my business, I just bought myself a camera, which, yes, it's expensive, but longevity means I will then use that to get better photos and to do well for my clients. Because at the end of the day, you want to do well for your clients. So I just purchased a camera for the fact that it will be for my company of photography and me taking photography. So yes, it's expensive, but it is going to longevely be beneficial for me and my clients, which in the long run, that is what you want, to make sure that you are helping. If you have a job or you make money every once a week, set aside money for your savings, set aside money for your general spend, for your gifting yourself, and for money that would invest into whatever you're doing. So that you have 5 or 6 different collections of where your money goes to, and you're not just relying on, okay, so you make £600 and you just spend that within seconds. You are making sure there's £10 going into each wallet of what you have, so that you have money when you have the end of the year, you have enough to carry you on for the rest of the year. But you're not just spending. You have a set budget and you separate that money into those different boxes, so that by the end of the month or by the end of the year, you're not relying on the next time you get paid or the next time you get invoiced. You have money put into those set goals, so you are budgeting and you are learning how to really restrain yourself from spending money, because you know this is how much I get paid and this is where I'm going to put this to. So you put money to separate places. Now, I'm not saying when you are saving money, you do not invest into yourself. Invest into yourself, honey guys, galleys, guys, if you're watching this. Invest in yourself. Book a spa once a month. Not once a month, once a year. Book a gym membership. Go out to a different place that you haven't been to yet. Book a train ticket. Do something that you know you'll enjoy once a month, so that you know, okay, I've saved enough money to gift myself. So for instance, I'm gonna give myself, the next time I get paid, I prefer food rather than going places. So I'm gonna book myself a restaurant experience at this buffet that's new in my town, because I'm gonna give myself something, you know? Because I worked hard. It's after you working hard. So don't just do it because everyone else is doing. Do it because you've worked hard. And it's your gift to yourself because you worked hard. If that makes sense, because you're not gifting yourself just because you've worked. You are gifting yourself because you worked hard for those things. And don't ever look at it like I did nothing. You need to gift yourself once you know you've had 10 clients, 5 clients. Once you've hit a milestone in whatever career you're in, reward yourself. You deserve that reward. if you haven't hit a milestone and you're not making money to then spend on yourself, don't reward yourself with money you don't have, basically. Reward yourself once you know you've hit a milestone in your business and you're like, oh, I hit that. Be proud there. And then go on to make the next milestone. That's my tip. Okay. The fifth one, I think we're at, invest into business. Invest into business. As young as you are, invest into business. Don't settle for small incomes. Invest into business. Don't just go to work at McDonald's or work at other places. Invest into a business. If you know someone who's an entrepreneur, you give them a £20 to say, this is for your business. Or you can give them a lot more than that. But this is to say, I'm going to invest into you. Because in the long run, that's so important. Not just in business, but in socially. Invest into someone's business. Or invest into your own. Like, or invest into your own and invest into someone else's. Because in the long run, that will help you financially. And that will help them feel like there's a community supporting them. So support people. Buy from them. Encourage them. And also mention them on social media. Because it's so important and punctual to do that. So please, please try. That is so important. Invest into other people's businesses. Or invest into people, as in general, like talk to people, get to know people, because you'll never know when you'll need an engineer, or you'll never know when you need a IT man, or you'll never know when you need a lawyer, which is you'll need it a lot if you're doing a job that's corporate. You'll never know when you need people who are in those particular fields. Don't limit yourself and invest into people. Go and get a coffee with a friend who does art. Go and get a coffee with a friend who does law. Talk to so many different people, because you'll never know who and what will encourage you. That's my tip. In your time of saving money, don't completely isolate yourself to, oh, I can't do this because I'm saving up. You can do things for free, guys. You can find things to do with friends that doesn't cost money. Just search. Like, trust me, there's a lot that you don't know about, but there is opportunities that you can do things for free. So going to the park, free. Going to town, free. You don't have to spend money. You just feel like you have to spend money. Don't make it feel like you need to spend money. Because then you'll put a feeling onto your money. That, oh, my friends are buying this, means I have to buy something. Oh, no. Because then it becomes a feeling that, oh, I'll be left out because I'm not buying anything. No, you're saving up, and you explain to your friends, this is what I'm saving up for. And you stick with that. Again, once you hit that milestone, back to milestones, you stick on it. And you maintain that, because you do not want to settle for something. You don't want to break that boundary of, oh, because other people are doing something, I need to follow that. No. Like, even in the Bible, don't do it. Like, it's really... People in the Bible have done it. Just does not mean you have to do it. And they don't do it with money, per se, but they do it with lots of other things. Do not, just because someone else is doing something that it feels like, oh, you'll be left out. No, you are working on yourself. You are working on yourself and you in the long run. They are thinking about them now. You need to forget about them now. Them now is always going to be constantly changing. You need to be thinking about you. You and what you're determined to do. So if I said I want to get my driver's license, which is something I do want to do, I can't just say, because, oh, my friends are going to town and they're going to Wagamama's, I need to buy Wagamama because they're going to Wagamama. No. I have determined myself to set a goal that next year that I'm going to apply for my driver's license. So that means I have to be more strict with myself and borderline say no. Learn to say no. I'm not going. No. Because I've determined myself to say, this is my milestone I want to hit next year. So I'm not doing that. In fact, I'm not going to do things that will make me feel restricted. I will go out with friends, but I'm not spending money. I'll go out with friends and I'm not going to follow what they're doing. Because, again, I'm Christian as well. Just because they're smoking, I'm not going to smoke. I'm not going to smoke. Just because they choose to do something illegal, I don't have to follow them. Just because I feel like I'm going to be left out. Oh, it's okay I'm left out. I don't care. And it's getting to that point that you are strong in your faith, strong in yourself, to say, I don't care. I don't care that I'm left out. Let them be left out. It's okay. In fact, me being left out is the best gift because I'm not worried about what they think. In fact, I don't care. I don't care what they think. They can think. Let them think what they want to think. But once you've actually hit the milestone of saving enough money to spend on something valuable that is gonna lift your spirits and maybe also lift your heart. You know, like, don't settle for something that's not gonna be of good value at all in the long run. That is gonna help you be you. You know, don't make it spiritual, mate. It's not spiritual. It's actually just general. Just like settle for something you know will help you in your mind. Like, if you know you're into music, get a guitar. Because trust me, for me as well, I would rather settle for a guitar because I know I use it, I play with it, and I do it. So, settle for something you're going to actually do. That's my tip. Number 8. Saving money is also about asking a lot of questions about your money. Don't just settle for what your bank account says, but also ask about okay, so say you have maybe £40 in your bank account. Ask yourself, how did you make that money? How are you going to then separate that money? And how are you going to now grow it, you know? Ask yourself questions that are genuine to then find out better answers. That's my tip. Because it will help you in the long run of knowing, okay, this money came from this. Okay, so how am I going to grow this money? Okay, this is a logical idea. And for me, it's important. Number 9. We're almost at number 10. But number 9 is to make sure you see your numbers value in your bank account. Don't ever settle for what it says it is, or what they emailed you, or what it says, like, because everything is now digital. You literally just scan everything on your device, which I don't believe in that, because that's ridiculous. I don't even believe in cards, but, you know, people are now just it's so applicable. You just scan it, and people can get hacked, and people have got hacked. So don't ever settle for what they say is on your thing. They might have hacked you. Always I just think, always have cash, and always make sure you are checking how much is in your bank account and figuring out if anyone's taken anything. And never have it on your phone is just a tip. Never have it on your phone, because it can make it so applicable for someone to then steal your phone, take your money, hack your device, because they can do that. People know how to do that. And then steal whatever money you have on that device. You don't want that. So I'd rather have it on my card, which again, they can still take money from your card and say that they weren't stealing it, but they will do it. So just check every day how much is on your phone if you have your money on your phone. If you have it on your card, again, check it every day. If you have it's better to do it in cash in hand. If you have cash in hand, then you can always count your money. And that's what I do regularly. So learn how much you have and make sure you see it. See it. Don't settle, number 10, for saving money. Don't settle for tiny, and do not settle for don't settle for you spending your time doing something you don't enjoy. If you're making money, you have to understand that time is money, which is so important. So if time is money, make money work for you in a way that you enjoy. So if you say, I want to start a business, you need to understand what is something you enjoy. anything you enjoy can be turned into income somehow. You have to understand how to grow it and understand how to keep it maintained, but it can become a business if you grew it out. Eventually it can become a business that would grow, but you have to, pardon me, have to be determined to grow it out. But make money work for you rather than it working against you, because I see that happen all the time. And it's not worth that. You are worth much more than money working against you. Everyone should be an entrepreneur. Everyone should own their own business. That is where I stand. And if you don't, then you're going to work for money, which you're going to be unhappy most of the time, because you don't get to choose your life, basically. You let money choose it for you. And that's a tip that I would settle with. So let money work for you, not it working against you. Thank you so much for watching the whole video. If you like videos like this, again, on my community, I did post a post of asking my followers if and what you'd want to see more of. So please check those so I can know what you'd want to see more of. Vlogs, if that is vlogs, I can do more vlogs. Whatever you want, but I do like doing factual videos. If that is what you want to see, then let me know. Please put your vote in there so I can know this is what you guys want to see. But thank you so much for liking this video and enjoying this video. If you like anything from me, please like, comment, subscribe, and comment down below to be part of the community. Thank you.